Hey, how's it going? This is Johnny, and welcome to Rosastudios. Naruto has been a huge series and just my development as a creator and something that I've enjoyed for so long. And I'm going to show you guys how we're going to create a scene from the series. I can definitely tell everyone that Naruto was part of the help or the reason I was able to learn how to draw comic pages. I've read from chapter 1 all the way to the final chapters and even into Boruto, the newest series. I didn't understand that you can tell a story for so long and have it to some degree be one continuous story. You will see one writer or one artist change up in the Western world from either DC or Marvel. You'll see one artist there for maybe a couple years or so, and then they would change up so often. You really didn't see too many artists or writers who would stay on a project for very long. And because of Naruto, I was able to grow into that understanding. I was very young when it came to the West, and I was able to just learn about it and read it every week. And it started to help mold me into more of a artist, but also someone who can start paying attention to different writing forms. This video is one of the many tributes that I would say I was able to give to this story. My favorite character from Naruto is Kakashi, and it's just been a roller coaster when it comes to a character like his. You see that good storytelling or even bad storytelling to some degree have some of the same features, but it's like this very thin line that you have to write. What I mean by that is they're going to invoke the same feelings out of you, whether it's typically they can invoke the same feelings. You can say great storytelling will have the same exact setup or punch, or your character can either live or die in that very small moment, and that's huge to a lot of people. For them saying, oh my god, it's such a great story, to oh my god, it was so terrible. We have to understand that creative minds all think differently, and we're just expressing ourselves. You have to also understand your fan base. That means there are going to be things that you set up, whether it's story beats, you don't want to create plot holes, you don't want people to not be able to understand the direction that you're going. We see that in One Piece, everyone raves not really the art, but just the story and the world itself. The way it's being able to be presented to everyone is something that people can really appreciate. When it came to manga, this was one of the first. It was this and Dragon Ball Z that were the first two things that really captured me from a very young age that I grew into. And that's an advantage because you get to see my style is a mixture of both Western and Eastern art to some degree. There's some things that are more apparent, but the style is this beautiful blend that I've been developing for some time. I'm starting to really fall into the right place I want my style to be. And we should all be able to study or learn from other artists. So anytime you see a piece or an image or something that you really like, go out there and draw it. Make sure you create the best illustration possible, because you don't know how that simple drawing may teach you something that you need for the future. Before I was really coloring or coloring my work, I was able to see in manga more so than comics the best ways to light a character or lighting or how to cell shade. This has been a huge opportunity for me to just learn and grasp. I've probably read more manga than I've read comics. At the same time, I'm gonna learn from both sides. There's things that you can learn from either or, and you just have to make sure that your style fits whatever direction you want your art to be in. And if you can find something that's almost a blend between the two, you can promote it to both sides. A lot of time people like to categorize their work either manga or comics. I never really understood why people don't understand manga and comics are just the same thing. It just depends on the style in which you illustrate. And I'm not saying every manga artist or every comic book artist have the same style. I'm saying there's a general understanding when you see someone's style. There's usually certain motifs that are given that lets you see where the style originates from. And we all have a little bit of style from our own place of origin as well. Where you're from actually helps you help dictate your storytelling in some way. Don't forget, all forms of art is storytelling. There's a story behind every piece. And that's what we have to keep in mind. All the things that you take in is going to affect you in some way on the things that you put out. So Naruto's been a huge opportunity for me to learn and for me to just be a part of something great. This image, you're going to see Kakashi and Obito. And I always thought that maybe at the end, before it happened, they would come together and really create a special attack or a special bond together. It didn't happen that way, but something similar did happen where they were able to share such a strong bond that Kakashi was given the ability to protect those that he loved. And that itself is also great storytelling when you don't necessarily see what's happening, but you can understand something's about to happen in the story. So I want to say, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to share the video. There's art, there's so many things on the channel that you can really gravitate towards. And the plan is to make a channel that everyone can find something they like. Share the video, like it, leave a comment below what's your favorite character from Naruto. And for any suggestions for any future videos, don't forget to write that as well. I'll catch you guys in the next one.